Okay, we are given the solutions of a quadratic equation. So just graphically thinking about negative 2/3, 4. This tells us we have a parabola that either looks like, oh, that should be going through the 4, like that, or like that. Right? The x-intercepts of this quadratic function are negative 2/3 and positive 4. We could actually use that to express that in x-intercept form, right, where we have a set of brackets equaling 0. We have Rx, and the root, or the solution, is given here as negative 2/3. So in our factorized form, or x-intercept form, it would be the opposite sign, like so. And that's because when you set, say, this equal to 0 and solve for x, it'll become x equals negative 2/3. Okay, so we have our x-intercept form of our quadratic, but the question's specifically asking it for like standard form or general form, where a, b, and c are whole numbers. So we could FOIL this out, expand it out. X times x, x squared, x times minus 4, minus 4x, 2/3 times x plus 2/3 x, plus 2/3 times minus 4 minus 8/3, all equals 0. Simplifying this more, we could group the like terms. So minus 4x plus 2/3 x. Even before we do that, actually, we could times everything by 3, like both sides of the equation by 3, which would remove the fractions. But remember, the question said a, b, and c need to be in whole numbers. So let's do that. It'll make it a bit easier as well to simplify. Timesing everything by 3. Now we're just working with whole numbers. Now grouping those like terms is a bit easier. Minus 12x plus 2x is minus 10x. Minus 8 equals 0. And there we go. We've written it in the standard form, where a, b, and c are whole numbers. In this case, b is minus 10 and c is minus 8. But we don't need that last line to answer this question.